Okay, Leo, you're going to get started on your reading. Remember to subscribe to YouTube's channel, Hang the Man. My name is Jordan. I'll be doing your reading today. We have a 7-card spread. Make sure that you hit subscribe so you can come back for further readings or later readings or whatever. Today's reading is about just letting go of fear and doubt. So we want to start out 2021 with some thought and awareness and intention. A perfect thing would be to be aware of the things that you fear and be aware of the things that you doubt, so that you can work on those things, so that you can become more self-aware and truer in your own self. Let's see. Our first card up is our 6 of Wands. In our 6 of Wands, this is you energy. This is a pure energy. It's kind of like being on a high horse though too. So there's a purity, but yet there's like a I'm better than you. I'm the cool guy. I'm the guy who walked in and I'm cool and I'm better than you. I'm in a place in my life where I feel like okay, and I'm, galloping around on this high horse, and my ego is super inflated. And when an ego is super inflated, that is just no good. It only puts you off track of your beaten path. So understand that we are all the cool guy. We can all be on this horse. We could all be up there. So you need to chill out. So that's where you are energetically. That's definitely where I'm feeling. Energetically, you're in the King of Wands, denial. This is just something that you're not admitting to yourself. And this is something of a situation. Seems to be within your life and not like something that you're dealing with. You're very much tending to other people's emotions. And you're really not dealing with it. You're tending to it, but you're not dealing with it. It's just like a very strange denial of a situation. And you're not dealing with how you feel, and in turn you are really tending to just the other people's emotions around you to kind of avoid that. So yes, there's a definite denial that you're not dealing with almost like yourself. Again, who wants to work on themselves? I don't. I get real sick of that. No. It's practice every day, little by little. Little by little. But you are in repressing. So we're at our repressing energy, and you got a 6 of Swords reverse. This is that card right here. And your happiness is not, it's not really showing. And you're not really showing how you feel about anything or any of these past situations. And there is a past situation that you have not maneuvered through. And life, probably doesn't feel as flowy when you do that. And you just seem to move away from it. As soon as you're uncomfortable, you move away. So these past situations are like, following you. They're following you, and they're real heavy, and they will sink that boat. And if you don't want to come back from that, you won't ever be truly away from your past troubles. You keep repressing these feelings of being uncomfortable, and not everything is happiness, sunshine, joy, and pure bliss. Like, we have these dark, shadowy sides that are just as important, just as beautiful, just as meaningful. They came with you, they were built with you. It is what it is. It's, a whole setup. It's like you get a computer and you don't get to pick and choose, how the computer feels specifically, just making sure it gives you goodness. Like, you're going to receive some dark shit from the computer too. All right, so you're definitely finding yourself projecting. So we have our Swords card again, so another air. This time, this one's the 10. play victim, and in projection, you're projecting a woe is me. I'm getting a very faint vibe. You're playing victim and you're projecting a woe is me onto a specific relationship within your life. So you're using power here to make somebody feel very small. Now, sometimes we project power and then we become the tiny thing, and we allow everything else to be a power over us. But you've created this big power, and you're huge, you're inflated, ego, madhouse, and you're making somebody else feel tiny because you're playing martyr and you're playing victim. You're playing, oh, I do this for you, I do this for you, you should love me, you shouldn't be upset, you shouldn't feel a certain way, you should just stand there and be small. And I'm gonna be powerful and I'm gonna take care of this shit. And that's by making you feel small. Because I have an ego and I need to keep it inflated and I need to be big, so I need to use that from you. And that takes you down into the depths for sure. When we play power pull, when we play and make somebody feel small, and we play victim, we project this sense of entitlement, martyrness. We stay down in the depths. And when we go into the depths of things, we need to go right back out. It's not a place that you want to stay. It is definitely something that you want to get up and get out of and move the fuck on from it, because that is not a person to play. Because now we're getting into this compensating card, and that is going to be our okay, so when you're compensating, you're into our Eight of Cups reverse. You keep compensating your truth. So you for some reason you stay in the depths. So again, we're talking about the depths where you play the victim, the woe is me, but I'm, the martyr, I work, I do this for you, so I'm big and I'm gonna make you feel small. It's almost like victimizing somebody, abusing somebody mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And so you have lost track spiritually somewhere along the lines here, and you're very much in the depths. This energy is very, very heavy. I mean, it's creepy. This might have just been like a one-dayer, but it seems like this is some type of a condition in which you've created all on your own. So it's all about leaving that past behind, and it's not something that you do. You run from things, and then you woe is me, and you make somebody else feel small for it. Now, these are heavy cards. It's a heavy reading. The conditions you create have you deeper into this depth. So the conditions that you've created around this and in this and through this is just a place in which you're using this power over somebody, some type of relationship you're in. You may need to refine and renew as far as your belief system and spirituality. You need to find something to believe in again. You need to leave the past behind and really believe in what's happening here and with us as humans, and let go of that power hold on that person. They'll be good for it. They'll be better for it if you did that. We all get into little conditions and situations, and we experience things and we move on from them. It's just about not doing it anymore, or continuing through and learning from that, and trying to maybe learn in a way that you renew spiritual you renew beliefs, or, you know, you refine, bring back, whatever it may be. But yeah, you definitely need to leave that past behind. The past is not left behind, and the conditions you created made it this way. So you're kind of keeping everything kind of like in a static place, but yet you're fluidly moving on the outside, but something else is not moving in the conditions you created. All right, we've got Ace of Swords. This is our doubt card. How do we get over the doubts? You let all this mind stuff, this air stuff, this mental, you let the mental run the show. And all of your logic isn't logical all the time. It's irrational sometimes. Your thoughts become very, very irrational. And we let that kind of rule us instead of engaging into the heart stuff. So you need to get into the guts, the hearts, the intuition, the soul. Yeah, I mean, letting your heart run the show would be good. If you think about certain things, and say you get upset about something, and your thoughts are like, oh, this happened, this is what this is, and blah, blah, blah. Is there facts? That's what I always say to myself. Is there facts behind this? Like, because I'm mentally all up in this headspace sometimes. And some days I'm just like, I don't trust anything, and I'm angry and upset, and it's because I've left behind this. And I'm much better when I lead with this. I'm good at forgiving and apologizing and believing and trusting. So you just need to really engage in those feelings for sure, because that's a heavy place to be. It's like you fluidly, you have things going on. There's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of passion, attitude. But yet, again, that mental show. It's like a mental show, yeah. It's like a mental show. All right, so this last card. Whoop, 3 of Swords. That's a pretty cool card. This is how to let go of that fear. How to let go of fear. What am I fearing? It seems like you need a reality check, really. I mean, this is the perfect card, like a reality check. I'll just stab you with those swords. Let the mind rest. Work here. They look so content. You are mind busy, chaotic going up there. Ooh. You have a fear of listening to the heart. You have a fear. Okay. I'm getting a huge... Okay, so love isn't jealous, okay? And this card kind of expresses that. So love is not jealous. Love is not mad, if you will. Love is not assuming that your loved one doesn't love you because they're not jealous or mad when something arises. That is a huge indication. This card's a huge indication that you have a fear of rejection. You have fear of heart stuff. Like, you have a huge fear of that. So you're constantly going, constantly moving. But what happens is you don't deal with it. And then you still assume that people should be jealous or angry or upset when they love you or they're passionate. And in fact, that's not quite right. Jealousy has nothing to do with you, Leo. Jealousy has everything to do with the person who's jealous, and it has to do with the pain and the hurt that was caused to them in the past. And it's, yeah, just 2 seconds. And it's all about their pain. So jealousy is actually nothing to do with you. It's their pain from rejection. And you have a fear of rejection here too, because, and there's this jealous thing going on, and there's this power pull with somebody. So it's like, your fear is to like lose whatever's missing. It's just, envy isn't your pain. It can be directed at you, but it's not yours. So hurt, love, is just, it's not, this is a fear of rejection for sure. So getting over that fear of rejection is a huge understanding of the self. So again, getting rid of that veil of illusion, trying to come off that high horse, remembering that you're not the only cool guy in the room, and when you're in the room and other people are in the room, you are no bigger than them. Power is a beautiful thing. It can be very, very vital in doing things, and you can fly through things energetically, creatively, but using power, alchemizing it to your best ability is 100% the real thing here. You gotta let go of thinking that you have power over anybody, because you really actually don't. You're quite small in doing what it is energetically that the card is conveying. Let go of the fear of loneliness, because you're going to end up really lonely if you continue to feel this way and to vibe this way. You are no longer empowering your humans if you disempower them. So that goes to all of us. That doesn't just go to Leo. That's something that we all freaking do. We really do. We always walk into a room eventually, once or twice in our life, and we're like, hey, I'm the big guy here. You aren't. No, it's not right. No, it isn't. But we've done it, and we get it. We know the hierarchy. We know, the chain of command, or whatever it is. So the rage that is present with jealousy is definitely the rejection and the loneliness you feel, and it's envious of somebody that you love is your pain. It's not their pain. So jealousy, envious, those are internal. They're not for you, but they may be directed at you. So, get your shit together, okay? And, along with other people and me. We can all learn from this, and this is something that you really need to transition away from. Mentally, it appears, because there's so many swords card, that you are doing that. You're in some type of a transition, I'm sure of it, and if you're not, do this. Get on to turning a page. Make sure that you come back for more readings, as well as subscribing to YouTube channel Hangman Tarot, and go like the Instagram and Facebook. And do not make me walk into a room with you and make you feel tiny. I know, that's terrible. I just don't like that. It's rough though. Like, that is to be that type or to be that small. It's a power struggle. But you are projecting it, so get it going. All right, we'll see you again soon, Leo.